position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Unhinged. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Give to the left. Fights off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coach.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, third and long. On any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now, first and goal.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Barrels ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, and on third and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to fourth and goal. Now it's a situation. Do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football? Or do I need to throw this thing?
Trying to bully their way in. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He wants to change this route. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, outbounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. With the catch, it's Jackson. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Finds his man, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. The give to the fullback. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw again. Right on the money. Got some room into the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got it back after that last drive stall. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Quickly to the tight end. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space who can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher. In the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Running behind that left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. With the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying to impose their will with the run. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At the 35, he's open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. They ran it on first down, now on second. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Jones. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Jackson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Big fella moving. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Great job of of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now they regain the lead. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the outside to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. comes that Alabama offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Russell. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gets the back moving. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Working that left side now. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Open space at the 25. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Sayin. He wants it all. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Under fire. That's caught. It's Adams. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Quarterback may change this route. They try to get it outside on the left. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He lost one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
That's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Oh, they're after him. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got him. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Wants to throw again. Quarterback moving. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab, it's Hale. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the shot. He's got it at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive up.
And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quarterback adapting. The defense sort of lures this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
I really don't like that play call for two reasons. Number one, if you're down inside the 3-yard line, just run the football. Trust your guys up front to be able to get it done. But two, if you are going to throw it, it's got to be a bang-bang play. You've got to have slants or quick outs or a back shoulder fade. Anything long developing, it just forces the quarterback to have to hold on to the football. And because of that, he took a terrible sack.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown tie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 25 over Northern Illinois. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football?
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Drive and snap it from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Quarterback making adjustments. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
Ready, break. Pilot. Griffin. Tuna.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got a man. It's Rogers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Makes the grab on the left. And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that? mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time